June 5th, 2032. It is currently 9 a.m. This is my co-host Ava Black, and I am Jack Lazowski, and now it is time for live news over the recent zombie outbreak.
We are bringing to you the most recent coverage on what has happened since June 1st, which is the first known zombie made by the immunosynodoran virus.
The outbreak started in Botswana, Africa. Dr. Edward Scullin discovered a vaccine that was thought to be a cure for AIDS contaminants.
Instead, zombies have been created. The zombie population has grown dramatically throughout the world and Botswana. It is only day 5 of the recent outbreak, and the infected population in Botswana has already grown to 63%, and the uninfected population to a low of 37%.
The infected population has exceeded our predictions after day 1 of the outbreak and has the people of Botswana in panic.
Now we will turn it over to our live news reporter, Eric Tumberman, who is reporting live with a witness in the village of Mopipi.
Hey, I am Eric Tumberman, and I am coming at you live in the village of Mopipi, Botswana, with live witness Talia Cortez, who caught sight of the first zombie. Now, Talia, tell us about what you saw.
Well, Eric, I got hired as a nurse about 6 months ago at a laboratory facility, which was one of the branches of the CDC in Atlanta, Georgia. It all started when I was going back to check on patient 3-014, which is our patient to get injected by the immunosynodoran vaccine, or better known now as the immunosynodoran virus. While I was on my way to check on the immunosynodoran vaccine patient, I noticed that there was nobody walking in the hallways or anyone sitting at the front desk of the facility. I quickly hurried to the patient's room and found that the glass door was broken. I then explored the facility further to see what could possibly be going on. I found that a path of blood led me directly toward patient 3-014. He quickly jumped at me like nothing I've ever seen before. When I saw his face, I knew something terrible had gone wrong. I ran for my life and barely escaped the facility safely to tell you this story, and everyone across the world needs to hear it.
And can you give us a description of what exactly patient 3-014, the zombie, looked like?
What I saw, it wasn't human. Yeah, it was the same shape as a human, but this thing, it was vicious. It was murderous. It was fast. It was bloodthirsty. This creature seemed deadly, and it wanted another of its kind. It seemed almost hairless and pale. You could tell it was sick. It had wicked eyes, and a hungry mentality was shown across its face.
Alright, thanks, Miss Cortez, for that great description.
Thanks, Eric. I'm here with Dr. Edward Scullin, the man who created what was supposed to be the vaccine for AIDS. So can you please explain to us how the vaccine turned into something our entire world would fear?
Yes, I can. As most of you know, AIDS kills lymph node cells and tries to destroy your immune system. My cure was supposed to maintain homeostasis and strengthen the lymph node cells while also giving extra energy to the mitochondria within the body. For those of you who do not know, lymph nodes filter out toxins and viruses that could potentially harm your body, therefore they are essential to the overall health of the human body. However, instead of strengthening the lymph nodes, the virus completely destroys lymph node cells by directly impacting the synthesis phase of the cell cycle. With this happening, the lymph node cells cannot replicate or duplicate, resulting in the destruction of the cell cycle and eventually the immune system altogether. It also increases mitochondria production by tremendous amounts.
So can you also tell us how exactly the immunosynodoran virus invades cells compared to other viruses?
Well, typically a virus invades eukaryotic cells through endocytosis and usually targets the nucleus so the virus can take over the entire cell. The immunosynodoran virus targets the mitochondria in the cell and causes a burst of energy throughout the entire cell. Since the virus is a lysogenic infection, it combines DNA with the host cell DNA, resulting in the prophage remaining as a permanent gene.
So can you also tell us how the virus spreads to other organisms?
Well, not only does the virus spread among humans, it can also spread among animals as well through bite. This has been a new mutation of theirs. They seem to adapt to wherever they are and whatever their surroundings are.
Well, thank you, Dr. Edward Scullin.
Doctors and professionals are over in Botswana doing experiments and tests on some of the things that the zombies came in contact with.
The zombies have a predator-prey relationship with any organism that contains blood. Our hypothesis is that every organism that gets this virus can spread the virus through various ways.
Well, that's all the data we have on this nerve-wracking outbreak of the immunosynodoran virus.
Tune back in soon for updated information of this new virus outbreak.